Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm just quickly filming this intro bit before the actual video because this whole experiment thing hasn't yet started, and if I don't start filming and use up the space on my phone, I will forget that this is supposed to be a thing, so I'm filming it now. So today, or the plan for the next few days, at least when I'm filming, is to see what sort of writer I really am, because I am a self-proclaimed morning person. I like to write in the mornings, but whether or not I actually am the best writer in the mornings, I don't know. So for the next 3 days, I'm going to write only in the morning, only in the afternoon on the second day, and on the third day only in the night. And I'm going to see where my best words come from. This is just an experiment to see whether I'm best as a morning writer, an evening writer, or a night writer, and hopefully this will help me establish some sort of routine. I'll see you all in like a second because editing. So yeah, let's get on with the experiment and see what I am as a morning writer. It's currently like 7:30 a.m. so it's pretty early, not the time I normally would start writing, but we are going to start writing at this time. I do feel pretty energized. I do feel like willing to create things. I am in that headspace, so hopefully I can get some work done. I'm only going to be doing work for maybe a few hours, or I might track it by words, I'm not sure yet. But I'm just going to get my computer started up because I haven't even turned it on yet, and then we will start. If my nose sounds like really stuffy or my voice just sounds different, it's because I've got hay fever, I've got allergies, and they're really starting to play up. So I apologize if I sound a little bit odd. It's basically just the season giving me allergies. So my documents have loaded up, and I decided that what I want to do is I want to track it by word count goal, because if I do get a writing routine, my routine will solely be based on a goal rather than the amount of time I spend. And I just think it's better, because if I spend 3 hours and I get nothing done, then I technically didn't do anything for the day. But if I spend maybe 2 hours and I managed to get 600 words or something, then that's progress and I'll be happy with that. So I think I'm going to write like maybe 500 words per current project, which is 1,000 words overall. It's just to determine the time of day I write best, and then maybe in the future I can do more word count goals, but for now we're gonna go for 500 per project. I'm going to get started now, do some writing, and come back with an update when I've got something to say. Before that, I'm gonna quickly share what I think will happen, just so it's fun. I can look back, and in the future when I'm looking back at all my results, I'll be able to tell you exactly how much I got. I have a feeling that even though I love being a morning person, I like being awake in the mornings, I like doing things in the mornings, I have a feeling a majority of my words will come in the night, just because that's how it typically happens. I usually write a lot during the nights because I procrastinate in the days and then realize I haven't written anything, so then I sit down in the night. I also think that maybe the mornings might have some pretty good progress. So yeah, anyway, it is now 7:40, so I am going to start working on my project, the second book of the Dystopian trilogy, try to get 500 words in that, and then I will go to my camp project, which I feel like I haven't worked on forever, which is really odd. And then hopefully that won't take me too long, so I can come back and talk, and if I happen to finish like super quickly, then maybe I have to add more onto this goal. Anyway, I'm gonna write.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. What's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by, someone save me from
So I wrote 100 words and I quickly wanted to come in and say that with the dystopian trilogy, it's very mixed in terms of word counts, because on one day I could knock out 1,000 words pretty easily, like in one sitting. I can sit down, write my 1,000 words and I feel great. It's like, it felt like no words at all, but I added a ton of progress. But other days it's really hard, and the reason for this is I'm at a point in the book where it can go in multiple different directions, and as of writing this I am not sure what direction I want to go in. I didn't outline the book fully, but every time I go to outline I want to write, so it's a little bit difficult to figure out exactly what to do, and I'm struggling to add all the elements I want but also go or like leave the direction I can go in pretty open still. And there is sometimes like the thing with too much choice, where the more choice you have the more overwhelmed you are, and I feel like that's the case for me. But so far these 100 words came pretty easily. I don't know what comes after these 100 words, but I'm hoping it's good. Anyway, I'm going to continue writing, only 400 words to go, and yeah, I just had to pop in and quickly say that it's a bit odd measuring words over time with this project that's so mixed with that. But you know, we're still going to do it for the experiment, we're still going to see, and hopefully just for the experiment, the 3,000 words that have to come overall from this project, you know, 1,500 words while recording and 1,500 words while not recording, will come relatively easy. It probably doesn't look it, but I had to take a little bit of a break because something came up. But I came upstairs and I was like, okay, let's do some writing, let's carry on with this morning routine. You know, it's still morning, it's still nice and bright outside, so just keep writing. And I sat on my laptop and I started writing for the dystopian trilogy, and I got hit with such a cool scene that I just can't wait. It's actually 2 scenes I got hit with, and they're kind of like similar vibes. One scene can come now and it fits perfectly with what I want to happen, and then the other scene can come later and I have a picture in my head of how I want it to look, which is really fun because even though I'm a pretty visual learner, I never really come up with scenes where I can see the scene. It's mostly like ideas of dialogue and what I want them to do, but never like the full image of what the scene looks like, and I got that. So whether it's because it's morning and I got super inspired, or whether it was just because of what I wrote, I'm gonna stop talking and do some writing so I can get to that scene.
Maybe it will pass by, someone save me. For I pass out, I'm too lonely to be done. I'ma drink at this page. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be 2 of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy and you don't let. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain?
So I actually moved to my bed like halfway through writing because I had a Zoom call scheduled with a few teachers, so I sat at my desk with my iPad to do it. I actually managed to write the 500 words, so I'm like a few words off hitting 56k. So I think I'm gonna quickly write those extra words, which is technically more than 500 words, but it's fine. And then I'm going to move downstairs to do the second project, the camp project, write 500 words in that. I managed to write the 500 words quite quickly, which is surprising. I didn't think I'd be able to write so fast in the morning, but I managed. So I'm just going to quickly write my words, go downstairs, do some writing, and then, yeah, that's it for now.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. What's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by, someone save me. For I pass out, I'm too lonely to be done. I'ma drink at this page. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be 2 of us? And yeah, I
So it is another day today and it is now the afternoon. It's a little bit later than I wished I would have started. It is currently 2:40 p.m. but it's still the afternoon. It's still nice and bright outside, so I will take this as a win and we'll just start from here. I didn't actually talk about yesterday or the day before that because I skipped the day. The morning went pretty well for me. When I was working downstairs, I was a lot more focused because I was sort of paying attention to what was going on, but I was more interested in what I was doing instead of what was going on around me, surprisingly. So I managed to get those 500 words pretty swiftly. That was fun. So I will obviously go in a little bit more depth at the end when I'm looking back on this experiment to see which time is better for me, but the morning one went pretty well. And I haven't written anything yet for the day, which is really sad for me because I woke up quite early today, and typically if I woke up early and I felt like writing, I'd sit and write. But I was trying to stop myself from doing that this time just to see how I would be if my first writing of the day happened in the afternoon so that I can get a proper look at this experiment. So now I am sitting at my desk ready to write in the afternoon. I have my documents up already, so I'm pretty excited to get back into doing those projects again. I'm going to go get myself a drink because currently my desk is very clean. It doesn't have any snacks or drinks on it, which is going to make writing a little bit hard to get into since it is first writing of the day, so I really need to get into the zone. And then we shall finally get writing and see how long it takes me to write those 500 words. It's been a little bit of time, a little bit longer than I expected, but I have my drink right here and my documents on my screen and my blue light blocking glasses, of course. I will now be getting on with some writing, getting my 500 words. I'm super excited to get back into some writing. It is 3 p.m, so I'm hoping that by like 4:30, which is roughly the time my package should be coming, which is a book by an author tuber, so I'm hoping it comes soon. I'm hoping by the time my package arrives, I will have my 1,000 words for the day completed so that I can just do some reading, because I'm buying books in the hope that I can read more books. Yeah, I'm sort of overbuying now, but it's cool. It's fine. It is now 3:10, so I'm now just going to write, not doing my best to not look up or to stop writing, so that as soon as I hit 500 words, I'll have the exact amount of time it took me to write. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys when I finally get these words written.
If you ever feel alone, 'cause yeah, sometimes we'll feel alone. In a second, I'll be right there. Turn around, let it rain. Turn around and let it rain on me. Don't you be afraid. Just follow me. You don't need no space. Just follow me. Like a mirror, you reflect me. Like a Friday night on the weekend, I feel blessed and free. I just don't want this moment to end. But now you say you gotta go. Baby, why you gotta go? Like a mirror, you reflect me. I just don't want this moment to end.
So it is now 2:25, so it took me 15 minutes to write those 500 words, and surprisingly I really like the words I wrote. I managed to write the 500 words now, so I'm going to move to my bed, switch projects, and put on an AuthorTube video to watch while writing the other 500 words. So I fully expect this to take me longer than 15 minutes because I will be trying to watch something at the same time. However, as long as I manage to complete the 500 words before 4:30, we will be good. Of course, I'm not going to try and rush. I will be actually trying to do this experiment properly.
Human being, like, she's so talented, so even if I didn't know her, this would definitely still be one of my favorites.
So I'm taking a little bit of a break from writing because the book I ordered from the AuthorTube author has arrived, so I'm just gonna open it, I guess. So here is the book. It is actually, from what I know, a romance book, and I don't typically read romance a lot, but this has a trope that I really like from what I can see. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna read it, and I'm also gonna support a fellow author tuber. So that is why I bought it. If I like it, I'll buy more of her books, and if I don't like it that much, then fair enough, but I'm sure I'm gonna like this book based on what I know about it. Anyway, back to writing. So I finally managed to write the 500 words. It did take me 22 minutes, which is a little bit longer, but you know, I'll take it. I was also watching AuthorTube in the background, so the fact I managed to write it quite quickly is still a win for me. Hopefully I can still get some stuff done today, maybe read. It's still nice outside, so maybe go on a walk or something. I don't know. That seemed pretty weird. Me going on walks. But anyway, see you tomorrow. Greetings, I am back and it is currently like 9 p.m. So I decided it'd be a good time as any to start the night writing now. 9 p.m. isn't really like super late or anything, but it's still night in my opinion. So I haven't done any writing today. I was mostly just playing The Sims 4. As one does. So I'm hoping to get my 500 words pretty fast for both of the projects because I still want to do a couple of other things, but you know, again, I'm going to take however long I need to. If I happen to take like 10 hours to do it, then it's 10 hours that it takes me.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. What's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by, someone save me before I pass out. I'm too lonely to be done. I'ma drink at this page.
Welcome back. So it's been a little bit of time and I have now done the experiment off camera. So I have results for when I did it on camera and off camera. And for the night writing, I actually didn't end up recording much from what I can see. I was not motivated at all to do it and my tripod was being weird. It's fixed now. It's all good, but there was a problem with it and I just couldn't be bothered to like record. But hopefully my recount of what happened during the night writing will be enough. Let's start with the morning writing, how it was off camera and on camera. So on camera you might have seen that it went pretty well for me. I managed to reach the next 1,000 in my current project overall. I managed to get the words done pretty well for both projects. For the first project, 500 words, it took me like 20 minutes to get my word count. And for the second project, it took me roughly the same. It took like 22 minutes. The morning was pretty well. Off camera, it was roughly the same. It took me 20 minutes for both. It took me a while to do the morning writing off camera because I realized that when I do get up, I don't want to write. I want to be productive, but then I sit down and I do literally everything else on my laptop that I can possibly do. That's not writing. So if I sit down and feel the motivation to write, then everything's great, everything's good. I get words fast. But then if I don't want to write, then sitting down and getting those words is a little bit harder. When I want to write in the mornings, then it's amazing and I will stick by it for like the entire morning. But when I don't sit down and do the writing and I don't feel like it, nothing is gonna get done. Now for afternoons, this one actually surprised me a lot because afternoons are like the optimal optimal time for me to write, but a lot of the times I don't get to write in the afternoons because early afternoon I'm still at school, and then late afternoon I'm tired from school, so it's like trying to find the time to sit down and write can be hard. But during this experiment I did write in the afternoons, and they were my best times yet. On camera I got like 15 minutes for the first project. It took me 15 minutes to get 500 words in my first project and like 20 minutes in the second project. And then off camera it took me 15 minutes for both. I was super motivated with both projects and I was just vibing as I was doing it. I started my afternoon one off camera at like 3:30, so a little bit later than when I started it on camera, but it was still the afternoon. I believe that afternoons are some of my best times for writing, both on camera and off camera. I got really good words in a good amount of time and I felt super motivated with it. So I really do think afternoons, just what I can see right now, is like one of my best. And now for the night. How did the night writing go for me? On camera, not so well. It's kind of a pity I didn't get more clips in, but the first project, my dystopian trilogy, went pretty well. Managed to get the 500 words in like 25 minutes, which was pretty nice. But then as I moved to do the second project, I didn't find the motivation anymore. I was pretty tired, I just want to go to sleep. So I wrote like 100 words and then I left it. And it was quite disappointing that I didn't do the 500 words like I wanted to. But as a penalty, I logged that as like an hour because I feel like it would have taken me an hour if I sat down and wrote those 500 words. To my surprise, though I do get the majority of my writing in at night, when, you know, the whole day's gone by and I've done probably nothing, my best words don't actually come from the night. I don't know whether that was just because I was tired from the day or whether I just chose 2 really bad days to do night writing, or, you know, the scenes I were at were just not flowing. I don't know what happened with the night writing. I definitely did think this was going to be one of my best ones, but I guess it wasn't. So looking at all my results as a collective graph, I can see that my best time of writing is the afternoon. Between like roughly 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, that's like the best time for me to write. This is the end. I hope you enjoy. Let me know what best writing time is for you. Do you write best in mornings, afternoon, night, or are you flexible and can write perfectly in all these times? If you can, I am jealous of you. I wish I was you. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!